Hello, and Beam has another update. This is a Stamp Echo, and this is Johnson Valley. The Stamp Echo here has quite a few new features. Of course, it has like opening doors and stuff, like all the new vehicles, or updated vehicles. So I guess I'll open them. But it also has this feature so that you can change the tyre pressure on the go. So if you look here at this bit of the wheel, then you can see sort of the pressure change thing, and from what I've seen on TV, it does seem pretty accurate for like a on-the-go tyre pressure change there. So you can change it from like the radial app or Pi app or whatever it's called. But you can also change it from the inside. I'm going to do the actual inflate bit from the inside. Well, I think I'll deflate them, to be fair, because that seems more interesting. We'll sort of imagine some sort of like, this is the modern fire truck variant. I could sort of imagine sort of the old fire truck variant, like having a blowout or something. Because the fancy tyre stuff. Beam, are you going to load at any time in the near future? Do I have to take that as a no? It's just so random sometimes. It just doesn't respond. And I can't really be bothered restarting the video, you know. So yeah, just oh, I didn't mean to click that. I mean like I don't really have the, they do like actually work. I just don't have the patience to watch it, I don't think. Well, I definitely like, yeah, there's definitely a difference there. I even saw it. I love how the UI apps have totally loaded in. Really don't know why they didn't until just now. Anyway. So, this is Johnson Valley. I think this update's quite off-roady. Like, from the 4 different vehicles, they're all fairly off-roady. And I guess the Piccolina, like, sort of off-roady thing as well. Yeah, West Coast USA also got some stuff. It got its quarry. Well, it got a quarry near one of the highways. The movie studio got revamped, and the docks, like, you can drive in some of the buildings there. I guess since we just talked about pressure, I'll also say that the hopper, it got like two configs, like a Gecko one with the biggest non-modded, of course, tyres that are currently in Beam, and another one based on the crawler frame, which is good because the crawler frame like doesn't have enough configs really. So this is a Stand Echo. I think it's cool because it's like a European style front. Like, it's quite flat. I'm not an American, I'm used to flat fronted vehicles. It does make sense since it is Autobello. Of course all the stuff works, like lights. I think that the blinkers are quite cool in where they're placed. Also the lights, like, stay on now when you reset the vehicle, which is definitely going to confuse me at some point, but I'm definitely going to get used to it as well, and I'll probably like prefer it when I get used to it. Oh, this is going to be a really, really weird crash. Or apparently not quite crash. Just take the snorkel off. I think that's a snorkel. A bit different to the other snorkels. Oof, quite. It's actually one of the more high-speed crashes that I've done with a Stand Echo throughout the testing that I've done. Yeah, a lot of dust. And quite a lot of damage too. Since we were just in the interior as well, I'll show you some of the cool stuff that I just found. On the interior, of course. So, like, the transfer cases, I've got a lot of, like, additional stuff and stuff like that. Changes, reworks to make it better. But which I'm saying because you can change all the transfer cases and stuff in here. And I think it's quite cool because some lights also turn on. And whatever that is, range box. You know what, I guess I'll turn them on. I'll go for a bit of off-roading. The Stand Echo is a bit weird when it does off-roading, like, you'll see, but the back wheels sort of go in, like, having, like, negative, I think it will be, camber, which is strange, but it is cool. I don't know if it would be, like, more likely to break or something, but they're cool. What else can I talk about while I'm doing some off-roading? I guess I can talk about what's the mouse doing. Well, I guess you're looking at the underside of the vehicle now. And under the map. I guess I'll tell you what the other vehicles are like to drive. I didn't drive like the Piccolina Baja buggy yet, because, you know, may have forgotten a little bit. But anyway, the SP June Kicker, I believe, the pickup truck one, it's sort of similar to the SP Rock Basher as well, I think, but it's like, oh wait, no, wrong way around. So the SP June Kicker, like, it has like understeer, but it's like unnaturally light and bouncy when you do off-roading. And it's but I think that's because it's really powerful. And it sort of understeers because of that bounciness, but then it sort of has snap oversteer. Oh, I see why Beam started lagging a bit, because my internet's doing funny stuff, and apparently that relates to Beam. I don't quite know why Beam uses the internet much, but you know. I don't know, maybe it's sending crash reports. I just pressed the key binding accidentally. I don't know what it did. I guess I just don't have it bound to anything, because I don't think it's done anything. You just let me turn on my lights. Like, I want my flashy lights on. Oh yeah, there we go. I just checked. And the lights are on. From resetting. Well, actually they're on because I misclicked. But you know. So the SP Rock Basher is the non-pickup truck, like completely custom off-road buggy. And it is like the Dune Kicker that I was describing, but it's a little bit more controllable, I think, at least. It's still fairly uncontrollable, to be fair. Like, could just be me a bit. Hey look, my flashy lights are on now. Yes, I needed to cough apparently. Well, I guess since it took a while, I'll tell you about the EV mechanics, because like I said, quite a lot of mechanics have changed or been improved or stuff, like the transfer case and the tyre pressure. So EVs, like, along with the ignition stuff that I haven't actually described yet, have changed so that they're just more realistic, and you can also do sort of one pedal driving, where you're either accelerating, and then when you're not accelerating, the car automatically brakes, and when it brakes it regenerates electricity. So I guess I'll give you an EV in the next video, because I wanted to do on this video, but then I wanted to show the new vehicles a bit more. So I guess we're having some sort of EV next video. Don't know if it'll be a stock one or a modded one. Don't know that yet. Right, don't go off the road into the rocks quite yet. I'm just enjoying a little bit of off-roading. Of course, it does make sound if I turn the flashes on a bit, like, once more, but, like, I can't be bothered doing that, to be fair. Because I'll just turn it off, because it gets annoying. So I guess I'm going to crash when I see a good opportunity. You know what, I'll do it on that hill, I guess, because maybe I can roll or get some airtime or something. Something nice like that, I would like. Goodbye, Stambeco fire truck. You have done well. Right, there we go. That's what I meant. Like, they have a camber sort of that, like, if I could make the camera, like, orient with the vehicle, the camber's sort of like that instead of the other direction. Yay, airtime. This is sort of the best type of crash if you can get airtime. Like rolls and stuff, it just damages the vehicle in places you can't really otherwise. Not sure if it's going to be the very best crash. Oh, broken wheel. Yeah, not the most damaging crash considering the speed we were going, and off-road and that we hit rocks, but we demonstrated some rear crashing, of course the lights breaking, and I think the text on here does go a little bit funny. In a crash, it's done that before. I don't know what this wood on top of the fire truck, like, it's just gonna set fire. I think it's some sort of, like, thing to stop something, or something like that. I can't quite remember. You know what I might do? I'll show you the refueling mechanic now, because you can now refuel vehicles. Which, to be fair, was also an excuse to take some fuel out of this truck. Then it could go a bit quicker. I've had a few attempts at this video. Now everything's going slowly because I've had it open for a while. And because my internet's being weird again. Why? Why do you do this to me? Also, I'm not redoing the video unless it's like I have to, because, yeah, I've done quite well. 17 minutes and only up to this isn't really what I wanted, but I have said a lot of the things that I think are important, noteworthy stuff for this update. I'll also show the ignition states properly when I'm at the gas station. I'm saying gas like I'm an American. I mean petrol station. This is the overview. There is some new scenario types. I don't know why that green one is like always selected. It's a bit weird. There is some new scenario types. Wait, that's just a crawl one. Like, oh, that's not a new one. Like these ones, like collection ones. And then if I go over here, I can quick travel to here. Tyrannos fuel station. I have to say it is really cool. Could almost say it's quite a cute gas station. So I can go and refuel now. I'm totally not crashing into the pump. The pumps don't explode, which is sad. Refuel completely. There we go. And I have fuel. But I don't want fuel, so I'm gonna demonstrate I'll demonstrate the F7 mechanic. Actually, no, I won't demonstrate that yet. I'll have a look around this. Not actually had that much of a look around. Yep, there is indeed a dinosaur. Demonstrate the wind, because wind now works a bit better. Like, it affects particles and stuff in a more realistic way. Woo! Oh, and I'm gonna have a big flip. To be honest, like, using wind is just the easiest way to destroy a vehicle in this game. Well, I guess using sun gravity is, but like, it's just not the same. Sun gravity is just, it will destroy everything. Whereas wind, you have a small chance of maybe having a bit of an impact like this, where, to be honest, it's not. This isn't actually doing the most damage. This crash. You can do lots of damage with wind if you want, of course. Do I have slow-mo on? I think that means that I did. Yes, I did. On being, you can work okay for a few minutes, I'm sure. Also, if you're wondering why I'm pressing escape after using the wind, it's just because it stops the wind a bit easier than, like, actually just turning it off. Because otherwise you can't change the wind direction afterwards, because I've got a really small wind app. Because I like using wind, but I don't want a massive wind app, because that would just annoy me, to be fair. This video is going to be a bit longer than I want. Partly because it's lacking quite a bit, but you know. It's going to be 40 minutes, and that is going to take a long time to upload. But, oh well. It's a good update. Like, when there's a massive update, there's always a bug fix, like, a few days later. And there, I've got the bug fix. The vehicle that I totally don't already have spawned in is got a typo in its description. So that's probably going to be bug fixed at some point as well. Yeah, quite a bit of damage to this. Got a lemon. Oh. I think I get it. So, get ready to feast your eyes upon the drum roll. Yeah, I doubt you've heard that very well. Oh, the drum roll. You can now look at the FPU Hydra, which is even slower than this. I think it could go quicker, but like, probably would blow the engine up. I've chosen the rescue version because it's one of the two with like the weird black bit on top, and I wanted that so I could break more stuff and have it crash. And it's very light. Like I said, not very quick. It does have some massive wheeled versions, but I don't think they're very quick. So I'm not going to be driving that. Yeah, because I was going to say, because I turned the wind on, there's going to be a lot of damage to my... I think it's actually not FPU, I think it's PFU wider, but like, I don't care. I don't know how I've ended up on the rocky bit of the mountain, but I'm happy that there's lots of rocks. Because rocks are good for if you want to fall down a mountain and break a car with. So the developers did also say that they had to like make this map a lot less laggy because they had so many stuff on it, so many like caravans and stuff that were different. So then they made into like just 3 models with like different overlays, so it was way less laggy. is quite inventive. And you've not actually seen the caravans yet, but you can see them later. What? I swear I just heard something. Oh. It's a phone ringtone. It's a random ringtone, but you know. Am I muted? Am I not muted? I really don't know. I may have just pressed the mute button accidentally. Come on, Beam. Is it that difficult to load? Oh, change vehicle. You're not, yeah, exactly. You're not even loading a vehicle. You're just changing a vehicle. Guess I'm gonna say something else now while I'm waiting. Like, this is really cool. It's something I think about probably far too often. But like, the colours that traffic vehicles have are more realistic now. Like, so there's probably more greys and blacks and silvers and stuff than other colours, and a few reds and blues, and yeah, less other colours. You know what, I've actually got through my tiny little post-it note of random stuff. Oh no, I've got one thing to do that occupies a tiny bit of space. It's literally 2 words. Yeah. My wide is very damaged now. So, like, I doubt that anybody's here, but if you are, like, if you could like and subscribe, I'd be very happy. Apparently, like, commenting is good, but don't really suggest commenting, to be fair. Half of this video is just going to be waiting for stuff to load, because it doesn't want to load, because apparently it likes annoying me or something. I swear, I've had some really weird accents recently. I've turned partly Australian somehow, but also just more of an accent than normal. Here we go. This is a fixed up version of it. And, well, as you can tell, I've changed the colour, which you probably couldn't tell, but it does have the black box on I was talking about earlier. And the doors open, the lights turn on, all of that stuff. And in fact, I already had the lights on this because I wanted to. This is a random place in the map. And Johnson Valley it's definitely not Johnston, is it? Anyway, it's like based in California or something. Somewhere in America. I think the team from Beam NG.Drive actually went there. But I don't know. I know they did use like real life images and stuff. Yeah, and over there is some sand dunes, which I might go and have a play on with this. Also, this vehicle's really weird. The wheels don't steer. They sort of they're like a tank, a track vehicle like a tank, where they just turn, like one turns and one doesn't to steer. these mats, like, a bit weird but cool. Half an hour mark. I swear half of which probably is loading screen. Yeah, this is the... Oh, it does steer a bit weird because of that. I think I just got some snap oversteer. I'm going to crash into a bench just to show you a low speed collision. And you've already seen a very damaged one for quite a while of loading. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to go to the dunes now. I guess I'm going to drive with an open tail hatch thing. We couldn't open the hatch, but the tail hatch thing on the fire engine because it was like stuck closed because of the fire engine equipment. Whoa, bush. Bushes in this game are sometimes like very punishing. Or, well, more punishing than you'd expect. Oh, this trail isn't actually marked. Interesting. Yeah, as you can see, it isn't powerful. It tops out at 25. Guess it gets there quickly, but it's not the best. If you want, like, a drag version of this would be good. Did I break the rear glass? No, I don't think so. It's just dirty, like, by default. Also, like, one thing that people are wanting was, like, a non-race version of the rock bash, no, the Dune Kicker, the pickup truck. And I really want a, like, non-race version of it too, because it's just something that we need, another pickup truck in being. Like, the default vehicle is literally the pickup truck, like, yeah. There we go, I got bored of driving it. And I'll show you some videos now. When Chrome loads, of course. I don't know if you can see this yet. I know, well, the web page is loaded for me. I don't know if you can see it in the video. No, I'll mention it again. Like and subscribe if you want. And apparently comment, but, you know, I don't really do that. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, longest straight paved highway among all of the maps. It's all this. With Dune Kicker. I'll show you. Oh yeah, I did get the names good. Loading. my gosh. Why is Chrome not working now? Yeah, I said it did feel like it had a lot of power. Well, I guess you're not going to see the videos. Yep, and this is the rock bastion. I did get the brand name right as well. And yeah, the Auto Bello buggy, that not direct driven, and of course the Stamp Echo. Yeah, actually that's the one I'm driving. And yeah, it is. Oh no, it is FPU. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention there is some fancy shock stuff now, which I'm not even gonna look at. And yeah, EV. Bloom, so that's why, if you're wondering, the bikes do look different because of bloom, but yeah, not now. But, and then I don't have bloom on, so I guess that's what I'm showing you since the videos won't work. Yeah, look at all that fancy stuff. Well, you probably can't read it. This is the BMNG website. There's also some lore built in to this bit of the website. Yeah, you can see it says first vehicle with dynamic pressure control. Oh, some of them can adjust the tyre pressure on their own. Didn't see that. Oh, that's why Chrome isn't moving. Because... What? Just tell me what on earth was that? Like... Streamlabs, what are you doing? Either appear or don't appear. One of the two, please. Also, like the floor that you see in the thumbnail of the videos is the same floor that's in the view images for level loading screens. It's quite cool because, as you can possibly see, some of it's reflective and some of it isn't. My gosh, Streamlabs, what are you doing? God. I was hoping for a 40-minute video and it's going to be nearly probably 50 minutes by the time I've done everything I want. And to be fair, my audio will probably give up by then or something. It's going to take so long to upload this video. I'm sort of giving up with this video. I'm going to publish it anyway, but I'm giving up putting in loads of effort now because I'm lazy. Yeah, they said it was difficult to implement the map. I just want something, please. Like, I might just cut the video short at this point. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut the video short. I have better things to do with my life. record a video that nobody's watching. So, goodbye soon. I'm gonna try and get back to being. I don't know if it's going to work, to be fair. I'm going to. Should I Alt F4 something? I'm gonna try and Alt F4 Chrome, because I can. I'm also gonna have a drink. I would have muted myself for having a drink then, but it's not like it was going to work and not lag anyway, was it? So long as it's like less than 3/4 of an hour, I can probably deal with it. You know, if you like crash Streamlabs, it like still keeps on recording, which is probably how like people when they crash games like show you, oh no, I've crashed. When I think about it, I'm playing a game where you're supposed to crash. It's rather ironic, isn't it? Yeah, I guess I'll talk about the map again. Like, it's got, like, most of the buildings have at least small amounts of interior. Like, not detailed, but small. Like, the caravans have, like, actually not particularly detailed undersides, but they do have undersides. And I think that Bean's moving towards, like, having at least a tiny bit of interior for all the buildings. Which, now that I think about it, I really don't want. It's going to be very laggy for me, probably. Oh, really? I don't think I'm even going to be able to show you the vehicle list. How about once the stream gets to 48 minutes, then 45 minutes, I'll just stop the recording. I'll say bye and stuff, but like, I wanted to look at. I don't know what time my recording's on because Streamlabs is still frozen. Like, my mouse isn't lagging, but everything else is. Oh, it's at 43 minutes now, I think, so. Yeah, I was. Oh no, not that looking for a game to capture screen. It's a bit weird, a bit cool, got a bit of everything. Definitely not my favourite. Yeah. Why are you not working now? Why are you not working? I was going to show you the vehicles list, but I'm not going to now because, yes, not going to be time. So, goodbye. I'm going to end it at like precisely 45 minutes, or as precisely as I can. I have like maths. I have like 15 seconds left now. So goodbye. Not going to tell you to do anything else. Like, so, bye.